Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the programs. We are in the capital of Curaçao, and this is a town called Willemstad, if I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, this is my first morning here, so you can see what I can see. You can see typical Holland houses. Holland and Belgium are only two European countries I never been to, and Finland, Holland, and Belgium. So I feel like I'm in the Holland now. So I was flying from Santo Domingo. I told you in my previous videos it was a nightmare there, but I had some good times. I had like 20. I slept like with 20. I was dating 20 Dominican women, but then they abducted me to the woods. I knocked down 2 people out of 6, and I disappeared. I healed up. Then I dated other women, and then I went to airport. But there were serious problems at the airport because these mean Dominican people didn't want me to leave, because free phones was not able to work out the form, the immigration exit form. And after 2 hours, when the stewardess tried on my phone, when they tried on the computer, when they tried everywhere, they told me the gate is closed. And we were like free, and the technology didn't work. And they tell us in very mean, aggressive, arrogant way, todo cerrado, which means in Spanish, closed, gate is closed. And I said, hey, I was here on time. Yeah? It was the company Arajat, I said, hey, it's not my problem that it doesn't work, that the attachment didn't open up. Todo cerrado. Todo cerrado? I told them, yo cerrado tu todo isla. Hijo de puta madre. Yo voy a llamar tu president. I'm a veteran from Tokyo and Colombo. I've been all around the world. I did open the gate in 60 seconds. I told them I will have my show in 10 minutes in CNN, talking about this, that they are mugging tourists, holding up them, and they purposely let them, miss their flights. So don't go to Dominican Republic. It's a terrible shithole. People arrogant, service is bad. They bruised me. They abducted me for 10 hours to some shelter. I'm talking about this in my previous videos. So I said to myself, let's go to some civilized part of Caribbean. So I figured out that Curaçao and Aruba are Dutch proveniences. So I took a flight, 90 minutes to Curaçao, if I'm pronouncing it right. Sorry, I don't have too much sleep. And I'm in Willemstad, and I feel already touch of the civilization. People speaking English here. This part behind me was not very good, was not very nice, but now we're approaching the downtown. Here you go, what a lovely town, my friend. Very nice. Little Holland. La-di-da-di-da. Little Holland, but I would say with better weather. Harbor Hotel Casino. Welcome to Willemstad. Well, we can see it's a really huge metropole, and we would need several days to work it out, to see everything here, because this is the capital, I would say. This is it. This is the downtown. And yeah, check it out. Capital of Curaçao. Interesting. Yeah, so Santo Domingo, my friends, forget about it. Forget about it. Punta Cana, same. I met one Dutchman in Puerto Plata, and he got both his hands were broken, and he said he got abducted as well. So then I put on the internet, in Spanish, Dominican internet, like a abduction, and they said there is a search and burst out of abduction of tourists, and they even abducted one whole bus full of Dominican people to Haiti. It took them 6 months to get it back, to pay the rescata, which means in Spanish ransom. So La Junta per Estadio Almirante So we have some sightseeing here. So here they speak the local language. I'm just really couple of hours here. I get 5 hours of sleep, so I don't remember the language. It's something starting with P, the language, Papaliano or whatever. So I observe they speak Spanish, French, English. It's a pretty interesting place, you know. Prime Almirante de la Gran Colombia y General de la Jede, sus ejércitos nació en Muria. So it's a monument of some famous general, you see. Okay. Simon Bolivar. Of course, it's the guy. There was this general, this soldier, this famous general. There are a lot of streets named after him in Santo Domingo, Tambian as well. Okay. So we can see these typical houses here. Dutch houses. And now we're gonna cross the bridge, and I would say this is it. I heard, I don't know if it's true, but a friend of mine told me that in Curaçao, because it's a Dutch province, because of this colonization time or whatever, and it's a financial hub in Caribbean, I have heard that police have no right to arrest you on a street where is a bank. And they told me supposedly on every street there are at least 2 or 3 banks. So I don't know if it's true. I have no reason to be arrested for some tax evasion crimes, but I heard this is it. And obviously this is a business town, you know, this is a business island, because Aruba is less business one. I'll fly to Aruba later on. But they say later on, I want to check it out. They are one of the most beautiful beaches in the world are in Curaçao and in Aruba. Came in the night with taxi, and then, you know, I didn't know where I am exactly. The taxi driver brought me somewhere, and then when I waken up, I get down to the reception and I ask, does Uber works here, does taxi works here? They say yeah, of course. I was like, I want to go to downtown, and she says you can walk. I said really? And she says go left and right. So my hotel is like 700 meters from the downtown. Yeah, so the town is pretty small, you know. I apologize to the Dutch people and everybody, you know, but I don't do much plan. I'm just, you know, I was about to fly to Jamaica, but then I changed my mind a couple of hours before, and I jumped on the plane to Curaçao, and I didn't study nothing about Curaçao, you know. So Curaçao, sorry, I think I'm fucking the pronunciation. Fuck this. So this is it, you know. I'm not a normal tourist. But, you know, I prefer all this internet and crap, you know, what I'm telling you, blah, blah, blah. I've been living in 7 countries, you know, in France, in Spain 1 year, Sri Lanka 2 years, Philippines 4 years. I studied in Denmark. I lived 3 years in Austria. I'm from Czech Republic. I lived 1.5 years in Canada and 6 months in USA. And 1 year in Cyprus. And, you know, I observe there is no point to study everything on internet, nothing, because there is nothing. There are contradictory information and bullshit. You know, just go in offline world, just jump on a plane, fly there, and discover for yourself, you know. So here I am, and make it happen. It's my, I think, more than 60 plus countries, or something like that. So we crossed the bridge. And she told me cross the bridge and you're in downtown. Pretty nice. It's like from Gulliver's trips. It reminds me a little bit Seychelles, but a little bit only, like not so much. Not like, it's not exact, it's not so similar like Seychelles, but might be a little bit like a Seychelles. In Seychelles the houses are much smaller. So this is the first part of my video. Curaçao, Willemstad, the capital of Curaçao. Tohle je místo, kde si pěkně posedím tady. Protože v životě si musíš posedět, příteli. Hej, jakmile si neposedíš, vole, tak ten život a tady, pičo, si posedím, sleduj, tady si dám kávu a posedím si, kurva. Jo, to je, pičo, to je. Sleduj, jak si tady posedíme, hej, to je ončo.